no. Got him.
Got him?
He's wounded. We're gonna give it just a second. Oh, it's a big buck.
Ooh, cup of joe in to go, because we are about to go. Ooh, nothing like a little blonde in the morning from the Holy Roasters. Oh, we got barking dogs, we got chasing dogs. Speaking of dogs, I'm gonna share with you guys something that has been shared onto me. Something I'm very excited about, very proud of. And that is some new dog food that we are about to test out. It is no less than the Farmer's Dog. Now, the Farmer's Dog is an online dog food store, you guys, and it is really, really cool. It's extremely easy to use. They take a little quiz. You log on there, you take a little quiz as to what your dog eats, what it likes, what its health habits are, and then they'll specifically design your food for your dog. So right here we have Littles, which is a beef and grain recipe, and then we have Minis, which is a chicken and grain recipe. For both their gender, for their activity, their size, everything, and their age, they'll actually tailor each of the recipes to your dog's best fit. The beauty of this stuff is it's human grade, it's fresh, it's made to order, and it comes to you right in the mail. Full week's worth of food. Pretty cool. I think you guys understand just how important my dog's health are to me. These things are like, they're my kids, for crying out loud. They're a big part of this channel. They're a big part of our lives. I'm grabbing a knife really quick. They're a very big part of my life, and I want to make sure that they're eating the best all the time. I used to make a food similar to this actually by myself, but it was a huge pain in the butt. It took a long time to do it. I had to run all over town to get the ingredients. So Farmer's Dog makes this so easy, so healthy, and makes your dog's life that much better. Let's get into it here. The unbagging, if you will. Oh, that smells amazing, honestly. It kind of smells like... It smells like like chicken burgers, man. Like if I was gonna mix this stuff up. Okay, look at that. We got some fresh greeneries. Oh, look at that. That's beautiful, honestly. Look at that. Oh, wow. Look at that. Neat. Yeah, you can see they looks like kale in there a little bit of pumpkin. I don't know. Some grain, some chicken. Guys, that looks like I'd heat it up in the microwave and eat it myself. Hopefully, if we don't get anything on this trip, we're probably gonna have to do that. Okay, now for Littles. These guys are gonna be so flippin' happy. What do you think, Nance? Oh, she's already here. All right. There it goes. Oh, Tyne Guy's gonna be so happy. And there's Littles. Nice and honestly, it's got a great consistency to it. Okay, kids. We need to get you're gonna need to get your first sample. Little! Where you at? Oh, is he a muck? That dang dog is a muck. Little! There he is! Here, kid. You gotta try your new food. Hey, no, that's not yours. This is yours. Get back. Oh, I think Minnie likes it. Get back. She's not even waiting. Yummy, come on up. Get up here. That's a good kid. There you go. Oh, yes. Look at these kids. I would say that's a confirmation. You guys like that? Woo! Oh, look at them go. Yum. Well, there you have it, everybody. It is a hit in this household. Like I said, they come in a box right in the mail on your front porch in these nice insulated bags. And we got enough for the whole trip here. We got Littles, we got Minis, we got Happy Dogs. You know what they say? Happy dogs. Happy dad. She's just snorfing it. She's just snorfing it. There you go. Yum. Oh, so happy. Look at him go. He likes it. He likes me. Well, time to hit the old dusty trail. We got our coffee. We got fed dogs. We got a truck full of stuff. Off on the adventure we go.
Hey, man. Good to see you. We made it, man.
Oh my God, I'd like to say it was a trek, but it was more than a trek. Good to meet you, brother.
Good to meet you, man. Yeah, Tyler.
Good to meet you, man.
Yeah.
Thanks so much.
Yeah, well,
hold on, we need to stretch. Sunshine Avenue, huh? Well, hell, I got sunshine on my face. So, I mean, really, do you have to go anywhere to go? One of my favorite pastimes. Aimlessly staring through binoculars. And drink a beer. So a little explanation for you all that are wondering what the heck we're doing, sticking these binoculars against our faces, just standing up here instead of being predators, is that this is a very, very important way to be tactical in hunting. But you basically find these vantage points where you can see a long distance. We have a spotting scope over here, we all have binoculars, and we're taking this time to actually analyze all the country around us and pick out the animal that we're gonna go for. It's a really good way to actually not scare off the animals, where you're not just walking around. The least productive thing I've ever done deer hunting is walking through the woods. So we're taking that into account. We're standing up on a hill and we're finding our deer before we go after them. Is it kind of wherever you see the one you want, you go for it?
Well, yeah, you see one, get it, man.
Yeah, yep.
It's different every day. These deer are constantly moving.
So you said we have 10 square miles here.
Yeah, 10. Yeah.
I mean, I can walk 10 miles, but not in this country. Are you gonna find them mostly out in these big meadows like this, or are you finding them up in the brush?
Mostly, well, they're everywhere, man, but
Okay, they're like rats.
when you see them, they're breaking out in the meadows.
Yeah.
Right at the edge of the oak trees.
Does the oak trees have the acorns?
Oh, yeah.
And then the meadows, as it's starting to get into the fall here, you guys, it's starting to rain. We're getting still some good sunlight, so it's growing nice fresh green grass for the first time of the summer. And basically these things are fattening themselves up, one, for mating season, and two, to make it through the long, hard winter, getting chased by cougars. I can relate.
All right, flashy new announcement. Brunt workwear. Brunt sportwear. Brunt hunting wear. New Brunt boots, guys. These guys hit us up, said, hey, you want some boots? And I said, hell yeah, I only like wear 3 pairs of shoes all year, so I'll always take a good pair of boots. But pick these out offline. These are one of the low tops. I usually don't wear the low top ones a ton, but these so far, it's obvious I've been wearing these already, but these are what I'm gonna wear on this hunt. We're gonna test them out, going up and down some gnarly terrain, see how they feel on our foot. But Brunt workwear, guys, they're super nice, no hassle leather. Freaking waterproof, obviously it says so right there. But I like them, real soft soles so that they're comfortable in your back. I know when you're out walking around and then jumping in the truck and driving and going back and forth doing all this different stuff, you end up getting pretty sore. So it's nice to have a soft soled boot to kind of grip to those rocks and all that terrain that you're walking on as well. So excited to give these bad boys a try. Plus they look pretty dang good too. I mean, look at that. I feel like I'm looking good, and looking good. Rule number 1, everybody. Rule number 1. Good morning, everybody. Here's the situation. It is currently, let's see here, 4:14 in the morning, well before daylight. About an hour and a half before my alarm was supposed to go off, but I'm way too excited to go back to sleep, and it's freezing cold, so I'm in the truck with the dogs. And I'm guessing nobody else will be up for about another hour and a half. So I think it's time we surprise them with a scuttle breakfast. We got some back straps. We got some potatoes. No eggs. But we got cheese and bread. We're going to get the kitchen set up. And by the time these guys open their shiny little eyes, we're going to have breakfast ready.
Okay, we got some truck bed potatoes. These things have been riding for a while. Thank you, Jones, for watching. Some quality taters. A couple of truck bed onions here, I think. Oh, yeah. Just like these two. Okay, and now time for meat prep. I don't know what to do with my hands, everybody. Okay, let's see here. Ooh. Got some giblets here. We got to peel that off. This is actually a back strap, everybody. This is a elk back strap. Tasty. We don't have any deer yet. That's why we're eating elk. enough. Okay, we're gonna lay those all out nice and flat, just like so. Go with a little bit of drizz, some pond tack, or Worcestershire, whichever you have your hands on. Ooh, yes. Ooh, this will turn you into a predator right here. Nothing like eating meat to make you want more meat, if you know what I'm saying. Animal style, because we're animals. Salt, and a little bit of the pepper. Put a little pepper on it. And we're mixing, we're blending, we're squashing. Yeah, I like it. And we're gonna let these guys just kind of chill and get to know themselves. We're gonna get a nice little beginning, little roast on our taters here, so that everything is kind of ready when everybody gets up. And then we're gonna cook these steaks to a fine rare. Insider secret for you guys. Put a bit of habanero mango pepper jelly for some lovins. That's the wang to the equation. Add a little wang to it. Now I'm gonna do something that's really gonna freak you guys out. Get ready to live, boy. Just when you thought couldn't get any weirder, you know? Those putting cottage cheese in the faders. Make sure it's not poisonous. Nope, it's not. Oh yeah, elk. That's what's for breakfast. Oh my God. Ooh. Disgusting. That'll get you to roll of toilet paper pretty quick.
Damn good, bud.
Oh yeah. That camera guy's gonna put the camera down now because he's drooling. Good job. And just like that, at the butt crack of dawn, we're off. Sun's rising behind us. Headlights shining this way. Nothing but opportunity lies ahead. I'm so excited right now. Can this thing go any faster? There's a few bedded down. Looks like a nice bug. Nope. Really dark colored doe. I feel like there's gonna be a buck just hiding right next to him. So what's happening, guys? It's really cold in the morning, so these deer will kind of hunker down. They'll kind of bed up as soon as the sun comes up. That's usually the coldest part of the day. What's that right over there? Squirrel. It's usually the coldest part. Oh, cows. Slow moving elk. Right now it's usually the coldest part of the day, so the animals start to move to an area that they can kind of hunker down, get out of the wind, and stay warm. And then as the sun comes up, they'll go out and get a little bit more feeding in. And then as it's a nice sunny day, they'll nap all afternoon. So we're trying to catch these things out in the open right before the sun comes up over the hills here, and get a look at what we can go after later on this afternoon. So it's more of a scouting game here still. We only have a couple of days here, so we're trying to get as much done as fast as we possibly can. But there's deer all around us. We just got to find one that's horny. females, or the doe and the fawn, ended up taking off downhill. I know this guy dipped uphill, so it's a little bit clearer up here. You can see, guys, it got really thick. So in the spirit of maybe seeing that bug again, I don't want to go running into the brush too much, so I'm going to cut up through here. I think I can hear him walking. I'm going to get up through here into the brush, hopefully get a little opening, do a big circle back to the rig. Fingers crossed. Boy, one could say it's very cliche for us like this, but buck or not, sure isn't a bad place to be, yeah? Wow. What a special place. What else you got for me?
There's a buck right here. And 10 feet off. Let's go.
A sphincter says what? Exactly. Got this thing under control, man? Yeah. Are you a peoples? You identify as a lady? A human lady? No, she says identify. Hyena. Hyena? Yeah. Well, back from our little jaunt, if you will. No deer, but on the way down the hill, right where these guys were parked and waiting for me, Tyler said, you know what, right down here is an old Native American hunting camp. And he is not lying. We came down the hill here, and obviously it's an incredibly beautiful spot. You can only imagine back in the day the amount of wild game around here. And they actually set up camps here. You can actually see the little round areas where each of their little huts or their tents were, or their teepee, whatever. The Native Americans in this area usually built little, like, basically wooden huts with grass mats on the surface. But you could definitely tell that there was people living here and using this area very heavily by the rocks that don't belong. Let me show you here. And why we say that is because a lot of times when they would come and stay in these areas, it was for one reason and one reason only, and that was to hunt. So while they were hunting, they'd have their camp, and they would constantly be making arrowheads from flinging arrows around. So now that I'm talking to the camera, I'm not going to find any. There we go. So this here is obsidian, and you can see, I'll try to find some other pieces, but you can see how these are actually, you can see the tooling marks on that where somebody has physically broken that with another rock to try to get it into a specific shape, that shape being an arrowhead. Let's see here. Minnie, quit being a menace. Let's see what we have here. No, that's not it. That's not what we're looking for. Let's keep looking. Right there, yeah. Yeah, so that's actually, you can see it almost is the remnants of an actual arrowhead. A lot of times as you're making arrowheads, you can only imagine, due to the fragmenting of the obsidian, a lot of times you mess up and you break them. So sitting in camp, working over and over and over until you get the perfect arrowhead to put on the end of your arrow, I'm sure was a task in itself. But you can tell they were doing it here because there's just pieces of this obsidian absolutely everywhere. Pretty cool. Very special moment to get to hang out here. One of the most beautiful places I've ever hunted. Tyler, I know you're watching this. Big thank you to you for allowing us to come on your property and get to share these moments. Hopefully, put some meat in the freezer. Cool fact, fun fact. You can see these grass mats, or these grass hummocks, I call them. I don't think that's the right term for it. But if the cows hadn't been eating on this, you could tell how tall and thick this grass was. And this is what they would make their huts out of. They do like a round cylinder type of shape, and then they make the roof out of this really, really thick, dry grass. And so it would give them some kind of roof, it would give them a break from the wind, and inevitably it would give them shelter. Everything they needed was sitting right here. How cool is this? You can actually still see the round shape from the hut. Ah, man. Now, some people wouldn't think much of this stuff in the world, but it's so cool to get to kind of walk the footsteps of the people before you, and inevitably, you know, not to be sexist anyway, but the men that were up here hunting. I think it's a tradition for men and women and all people with bikes to get to come out and do this and have a chance to provide for themselves. You know, I think that's probably why I love hunting so much, and I don't do a whole lot of it here on Stay Fishy, well, because I don't want to. It's kind of my own special thing that I do. It's a time of year that I try to kind of refuel and quite literally, and fill my stomach and get some food in the freezer. But nonetheless, I can't stress enough how important the tradition of hunting is for America. You know, a lot of people nowadays think it's unnecessary and you can go buy food from the store, but guys, we don't want to eat the food from the store. We want to come out here and live off the land and provide for ourselves and eat the most pure substance in the world. Deer, elk, roots, fruits, and grass. Oh, for cute.
Now it's pretty cool. You can see the different geological points he's come from. So this is from Glass Mountain. This is Rainbow Obsidian. This here is from the John Day River. It's no, this is Rainbow Obsidian. This is Jasper. That's Jasper from the John Day, which is not very far. And
That's
this
Jasper.
This comes from, what is this one again? I can't remember.
Agate.
No, I looked it up just the other day.
Chert.
God bless you. And this is from this area, obsidian from the Central Oregon, from the high desert.
This is like Jasper.
Neat. Look what I found.
Whoa.
Pretty.
Nice.
Wow. Well, back at camp. Figured you want to kill a deer, you got to eat like one. We may have introduced this already, but it's a revolutionary meal. Fits in many diet plans. It goes by the title of a hand salad. Go like this. Croutons. Give her a fold. Twist. Dip. Eat. Hand salad. Alright. Hydration is key. Some of the mountain ops. Hydrate. Strawberry flavor. We're gonna put it in a man cup. Man cup at man camp. You know what? I'm double dehydrated, so I'm gonna do another one. I don't care what you say. I'm doing it. They're like, no, don't. Ah, man.
That or a bunch of food. We can do that.
Hydrated. All right, the group is split up. Jimmy and the other client that's here, Paul, just downed a big buck. Like we did not. Just kidding. We had opportunities today, but these guys, Jimmy was out running around today, Jimmy's dad, and he found a huge buck, really nice buck, at like a mile and a half away. But he ran back, grabbed the client, and he ran back out to get this buck, and it sounds like he's down. So we're headed to pick him up, headed to help him get that deer out. Let's see what they got for us. Okay, we are currently in the most treacherous section of this extraction, if you will. As you can see, we're trying to figure out how to get there, but where there is actually over there. It's not right there, it's further than there. But I think we're gonna make it.
Yeah, we're gonna make it.
Oh, right there, I see the coyote.
Big old dog.
Okay.
There's a shed one right there.
There's a lot of stuff happening, everybody. Hold, please. Hold, please. Kids, stay. Oh, Beanie just bailed. No, what are you doing? Hold on, get the bone. Go get the bone. Right here. There you go. Get that. Right here. Right here. Come on, get that. Okay. Oh, now you want it, huh? Now you want it. So I think we have a pretty good idea mapped out. Looks like right here in front of us, there's an old grade from when there was a forest fire here. They'll actually try to dig a fire line. That's what they call it. Oh. So they'll send a big bulldozer up here to grade out a semi-road to try to stop the fire. So. Made it! We made it! We're living! Minnie, what are you doing? It's okay, little, it's okay. Oh, we see him! The end is in sight. Now, I've had some crazy extractions, but this goes right up top 5. Hold on, kids. As Denzel Washington said, hold on to your butts. Just leave it to the young bucks to go pick the old bucks up, huh? Yeah, I mean, hey. Awoogas for sure, all day. Yeah, awooga, awooga. Oh, she's coming for you. She's coming for you. Yeah, baby.
4.5-yard shot. Right he's looking right at him. Boom! Right in his bed.
When the young bucks come for the old bucks. Look at him.
Nice buck.
Heck yeah. That's cool.
They tagged out. They got their bull and their buck. And,
That's a beautiful buck.
pretty big.
Look at that.
Easy season for those guys.
Just beautiful. Out here, just eating as good as he could too. He's gonna taste like sweetgrass. Oh, you're good. You're good.
Okay.
We're in God's country. Still waking up. Woke up late today. The sun was already out. Our guide didn't get mad at us though. That's a good guide. Never yell at your clients for sleeping. Unless they sleep too long. The goal of the morning is obviously to find a deer. Last night was awesome. Had a great meal with new friends. Celebrated the kill of a really nice buck. Now it's our turn. We're gonna cross our fingers. It's gonna be another really nice day though. That's not gonna help. So it's gonna be a morning gig, which we kind of already missed, and then an evening gig. So we're looking for a beer.
You just found a
bear. It's a bear and a mix. A deer. It's a beer. But we're looking for a deer that we're gonna end up putting on a little stalk on this evening. So let's get to class. Well, since I haven't killed a deer yet, we're still eating elk. But we're doing it Scottle style again. Phillies, obviously. But Alex got the wrong cheese. I prefer fancy ingredients and space cheese for this meal. It's gonna be, man. You should just eat this now. 2 greens, 2 red, 1 white. Challenge. Oh, no, kind of missed. We're gonna go with it. Most important part of a Scottle meal is that you make a massive mess. That's step 1 in making a good meal on that thing. We'll just have the fun, you know? It's like working in a commercial kitchen. Somebody else is cleaning up at the end of the night. I'm gonna try to go real thin pieces here. You guys will notice here is I'm gonna do my veggies first. It's always a good recipe, but there's also a really good way to cook that recipe. And Philly is important because you don't want all the meat cooking in with the veggies. You want to add them together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get these veggies going first because they're going to put off a bunch of water. So if I put my meat in right now, it's just going to make a big bath of water and moisture. And then I'm just going to boil my steak instead of getting it nice and seared like you want on this Philly. And that's going to make these all limp. Get a little crazy on you here. Ooh, contact. There's just the last little bit of the seasoning, guys, left with Addicted to Fishing. Then we're gonna really sit here with Stay Fishy. So we got some really good seasonings on the way. And if you want them right now, we got them right now at Addicted to Fishing. Alright, those are pretty much there. Still gonna have a nice little, somewhat of a crunch. Let's try it. Perfect. A little bit of oil, a little bit of mayonnaise, a lot of bit of meat. Yeah. Take a little bit of Auntie Jones plum sauce. You want that hot. Real hot. Too damn hot. Well, it's not poisonous. Well. Fun, festive, radical. It's not, viscosity is low. So I'm separating again so I can do my bread. This is where your auxiliary scuttle comes into play. You guys go to Tembo Tusk. If you guys go to TemboTusk.com and use code Stay Fishy.
Fishy.
Just Fishy? Fishy. 10% off. It's a good deal. Okay, toasted it up. Toast it up. Get it toasty then. Nice portioned out. Serve here. Bam, wham. Thank you, ma'am. Okay. It's just right. Just like that. Okay. Not an onion out of place. Oh, yes. The plum sauce. The plum sauce. Oh. Bam. Down. There it is. It's good, perfect. Time to burn them out. That's it. That's all I have to say about that. Well, first sign of life this evening. 2 nice little bucks, 1 little spike, 1 little fork and horn, but it's not what we're looking for. Well, something a little bit bigger. Wow. I can't believe this property, guys. If you ever get the chance to come down here and you're interested in going hunting, and even if it's your first time, don't be intimidated by it. These guys are amazing hosts, but just to come down here and see this mountain, and like, we're looking at Mount Shasta right here. We can see north another 60 miles. It's just one of those beautiful places in the world. I'm so happy to be here right now. It's getting colder outside. Deer moving. I don't know, he kind of reminds me of Minnie. He kind of reminds me of Minnie. His face is kind of girlish. I don't know, it's me, but these guys want to see the quality of animals are world renowned for this area. So they don't usually let people shoot stuff like that.
No, that would be embarrassing.
Okay. All right, well, let it know. We could have had one right there. Tyler just called from there up on the ridge above us glassing. They said there's a huge buck just below camp, so we can't rip it back. We haven't seen it yet, but luckily, the nice part about this is we'll be able to glass until dark here. But also what it means is we have one more morning of hunting, and that means, and there's a buck close to camp as possible. So let's do some glassing until dark. If you see him, we'll have him located for the morning. Fingers crossed, everyone. Well, the last morning, sad moment, but it had to come. Pretty groggy. Oh man, another nice buck. It's like a 4x2, but just over the fence line on the neighboring property. They've already killed 14 deer this year on this property. We slid in a little bit late. Tyler actually surprised his dad with us coming, which I'm very, very appreciative of. But let it be said, you know, we've had a lot of deer taken off this property, so most of the other big bucks have moved to the adjacent properties until the season's over, then they'll come back in. So that being said, success rate's really high on this ranch, but we're a little late in the season here. So we have one more guided hunt coming in after this, and we're looking for one of those good bucks, but it's very obvious now that some of the nicer deer have moved on to the separate properties just over the fence line, but it doesn't hurt to look at them.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
We're gonna see where he goes in at. He's gonna keep moving.
Oh, it's a nice buck, dude. Real heavy horns.
Yeah.
It's a 5x5. Look at that left side.
I'm just gonna watch him. See if he beds down or something.
Just a second. Oh, that's a big buck. I squeezed on his spine. Wasn't a bad shot. He should be hurt. Oh, it's a big buck. Best thing to do now is give it a few minutes. I was certain that my shot was a good shot. I'm not certain how well I made it. Obviously, just took off running through the brush, but we got about 80 yards from where we saw that buck. I started trailing up. I found his tracks. As soon as we got into the timber, I saw horns go through the brush, and that's when I knew I needed to get to the other side of that brush, so I just took off running. Started getting as fast as I could through there. Right when I got up to that little meadow, he was bolting across, bouncing, and I made a deer call, basically, same call as a doe would make, and he stopped dead in his tracks right at the edge of the field. He was quartering away. I got down on a knee, set my trigger. I hit him, I thought. His tail went straight up, and he looked like he jolted as soon as I shot. Normally, if you shoot, they'll kind of just look at you and run away. But this thing, you definitely saw a body action after the shot, so we're gonna wait for the guys to get up here, make a nice little perimeter, walk through here, make sure there's no blood. Figure out if we actually hit it, if we didn't. We heard a big crashing sound up here while we just stopped and waited and called Tyler. Could have been him falling over, so one of the biggest bucks I shot at. That was a really nice one. Especially in a situation like that when we're trophy hunting, guys. You never want to just pull a shot because you can. I squeezed the trigger because I legitimately thought I was in a good position, so that makes me confident here. Let's see. Well, after a lot of work, gone back and forth over this mountain a few times, went right back to the scene of the crime. There's a tiny bit of hair there, but no blood at all. Which tells me that the way I shot, when I took that quick shot, he should have either piled up and hit the ground immediately. I was trying to hit him in the spine, a real fatal spot, so he would just drop instead of doing what happened. But he took off, and relatively what we've decided so far is he's gone uphill, which is not what a wounded animal does. So we never ever want to leave a buck like that running around hurt. I don't think he's hurt at all. We're going to do a couple more circles here, but this will be the end of our hunt here on the ranch. But it doesn't have to be the end of the hunt for the season. This tag still goes for about another 2 weeks. And the whole drive home back to where we live is gonna have open ground to be hunting. So the hunt ain't over yet, but it's sure gotten a lot more exciting. That was a big buck. Well, you guys wouldn't believe it. We hunted 4 days for a trophy, and it didn't take but a drive home to get Will his buck. We had to go a little ways until we got into the units that he could actually hunt. And literally about 1.5 miles across the border, dead deer.
Nice little 2x3, look at that.
Yeah, Will!
That's just a little bit bigger than the one we passed up on. So, you know, sometimes you be patient, ask the creator for something good, and you wait your turn, and you get dinner.
Buddy.
Brother. Hell yeah. Woo-hoo. Well, now the work starts. Yeah, Meanie. The really part I'm excited about, that what we're gonna do after we get this thing taken care of, is we're gonna show you guys the full process of how we live off of this. How we break the deer down, how we butcher it, how we actually make the recipes and such for the jerky and the sausage and everything afterwards. So this video is far from over. Stick around, we got some work to do. You hold this, please?
Yeah.
Now the work can only begin with a sharp knife. If not, nothing's getting done. So, you know guys, some people out there take their hunting really serious. Obviously we don't. But other people out there take their processing serious. And I think this is the best part. This is what we do it all for, is right here. The experience of doing it with friends, the experience of putting up food for the rest of the year, and learning new things. Like Will was just saying, I cut a hole in the hide over here so I could use my little finger hold. It's a trick that I do, and he didn't like that because he wants to tan his hide. He's never done it before. It's something that the tradition and the actual method of doing it's been passed down. So he actually harvested the brain from an animal recently, and he's going to use that to tan his hide. So could be the end of the video. Who knows? So one thing I try to take a lot of pride in is having no hair on the meat, having a very, very clean carcass when you go to butcher, because there's an old Japanese proverb that goes, hair on meat bring dishonor to family. All right, time to break her down. So it's kind of crazy how simple life is. There's 6 key components to an animal's body. We have the back straps, which is probably the best quality of meat on the animal. We have the 2 front shoulders, and then we have the 2 hind quarters. So we're going to do them in that order. We're going to take care of the back straps first because they're very valuable. The front shoulders are going to actually be mainly jerky and hamburger, and then the back ones, the 2 back hams, the 2 back hind quarters basically, are going to be our steaks and our roasts. Check it out. Okay, we are now almost done. It's getting late, but it's all worth it. So we have all the steaks that you saw us cut are all packaged up, put in the freezer separately. We've done the grinding up of all the hamburger, all the extra little scrap meat goes in the hamburger, and then the rest of it is jerky. And I have a pretty fancy little recipe here that I've been working on the last couple of years. There's only 2 ingredients, 3 with love. We're gonna go a little bit of Pontac, which is basically Worcestershire sauce. You can go about a cup of Worcestershire. And then it's simple, guys. Au jus. God bless you. But I like these au jus because it has a really nice flavor. And it's a really easy, a lot of salt in it already. And it's kind of a 1-2 process. I'm going to put 2 of the actual pre-made Johnny's au jus. You can find it in any store. Count them. 1, 2. Okay, 1, 2, and just simply 2 packets of the au jus mix.
Mix away. Oh, that looks wonderful. Yep, that's it. Now we're gonna let this marinate for about 2 days. Yes. Yes. Jerky turned out amazing. I love that recipe. I'll stop chewing in your ear for a second. So easy, so fast, and such a great flavor. Tastes like roast beef. A really good roast beef. Maybe a little bit more salt though. Maybe finish it with some salt. I'm out of finishing salt. It's that time of year, that's why we're restocking. But jerky looks great. And in the bag it goes. And well, then there we have it. These are frozen little bullets of protein. That's the burger we ground up. These are the back straps and steaks we cut. These are in the freezer over there. And we live another year. Hallelujah! That's a wrap. We celebrated with a Nutter Butter, so I'm having a hard time talking right now. Well, what an awesome adventure. What a great experience to have shared with everybody. Awesome friends made along the way. I want to say a big thanks to the boys that took us out hunting. It was so much fun. We got lucky on the way home. That's the moral of the story. You go out, you do as best you can. I had an opportunity to buck of a lifetime, and Will scored one on the way home, so mission accomplished. Also, huge thanks to the Farmer's Dog for sponsoring this video. You guys check them out. It's some of the, obviously this is some of these dogs' favorite food they've ever had, so check them out online, farmersdog.com. Take the quiz, find out the right recipe for you, and Brunt work boots. I haven't taken these things off. I got a little trick for you too, if you want like more of a slipper style. You just go half tie. You go with the half tie and the half up. Nonetheless, enough shenanigans. Until next week, everybody, you all know where to find us. You all stay fishy, and we'll see you out there.